Day 7. Day 7. I think this is day 7. Climbing up to Tray Mountain Shelter. That's probably where I'm going to end up tonight. This is the view. It's beautiful. Oh man, but I haven't been able to take any video because my fingers are frozen. There's a 30-degree wind that's been just beating on me ever since I left the Blue Mountain Shelter area where I tented last night. And there's frost on the ground, so I know it's below freezing. But I'm standing here, and here's the trail. Standing here, and it's sunny, and there's no wind at the moment, so I'm beginning to warm up a little bit. And here I am. I'm looking right into the sun, so I'm squinting a little bit. Maybe I can turn just a bit to get a little relief. Yes, the transition is starting. As you can see, I haven't been shaving, and I don't intend to. But still alive, still going forward. Take more video when I see stuff. Well, if it wasn't so cold and windy up here, I'd have lunch. But I have to find someplace a little bit more sheltered, I think. Today's going well. Just showing you the ridgeline that I'm looking at here. It's a little overlook. And it's really quite nice. Hard to see behind me, but I will try and show you. Okay. So, yeah, you can see my pack. Some of the mountains back there, but I'm walking along a ridgeline, and it's very scenic and very nice. Little up, little down, not a big deal. But beautiful day, just cold and windy, yikes. But still pressing on. This is where I had lunch. Just out of the wind enough and in the sun. Look at that view. That is nice. And I think I'm right at the Tray Mountain Shelter. It's just about 2 o'clock. So I'm going to see if I can find a stealth site someplace with water, and maybe I can go a little further today because I feel pretty good. And maybe it'll be downhill. We'll see. Okay, very exciting moment. This is my first stealth campsite. And the trail is right up there at the height of the land, and here I am. Found a spot that had a little bit of grass and it was pretty flat. In fact, it's very flat. And I just swept the sticks out of the way, and here we are. Hope it doesn't get too windy up here. I will let you know. Day 7. So let me recap the events of today. Started off with temperatures that were below freezing and really blustery. Well, they weren't even blustery. They were consistently high winds trying to break down camp and get underway. And it was very difficult because my hands were freezing and I couldn't do all the things that I normally do at the beginning of the day, like turn on the GPS tracking and turn on the Garmin watch tracking to figure out where I'm going, or to at least track how far I've been. So I had to move as fast as I could to try and warm my hands up, and it took about maybe half an hour before I could actually operate the devices. So anyways, the objective was Tray Mountain Shelter. And we were moving from meaning that there was a ton of people at Blue Mountain Shelter last night. Most of them were headed this way, but not everyone was going to Tray Mountain Shelter because it was 2,500 feet of elevation, 2,700 feet of elevation, sorry, and only 8 miles. And people wanted to go further than that, but they weren't sure they would make it and that kind of thing. So we all headed out, and I made it to Tray Mountain at about 2 o'clock and decided that there were other sites available, or there are other sites possible on the way that would be around 10 miles. And so I ended up getting water so that I had enough for tenting, and I've found a stealth site, and here I am. And it's just lovely. The sun is streaming in the door. It's very warm. However, it's going to be the same temperature as it was last night up here. So I'm planning on having below freezing temperatures. I'm going to sleep with my water bottles. I'm going to sleep with the water filter to make sure that they don't freeze. And hopefully the difference will be the winds won't be the same. And the winds right now are light. Hopefully they'll die down overnight, but we will see. And if it's blustery and blowing again, I'll have another rough start. Then my objective is to get into, I think I'm going to get down to a gap where I can get a shuttle to an outfitter and get some more fuel. I'm running out of fuel for cooking. And then come back to they'll bring me back to the trail. They're only half a mile off the Appalachian Trail. They'll bring me back and I'll be able to go to another shelter and spend the night there and then proceed. And Franklin is the objective for my first entry into town. So I need to spend some time right now figuring out where I need to stay and how many nights out I need to go and to get to Franklin. So there you go. But right now I'm reclining comfortably in my tent. It's probably 75 in here because of the sun. All day today it was probably in the mid 40s, low 40s, but it was comfortable. So so that's it. So I will probably talk to you all tomorrow.